Welcome to HATV. I'm Scott Laird. With me today is Ann Malkmus. Hi, Ann.
Hi, Scott.
We are going to talk today about women's health. And Ann, you've become very familiar with some women's issues lately. Tell us what you're interested in. What's the sudden interest in women's health?
Well, it actually has evolved. I've been interested in women's health because, foremost, I'm a woman. And second, I meet a lot of other women. And it's been fascinating to me how many women will come to me and say, hey, do you have a symptom similar to this? Or I'm experiencing this type of situation. And it's not uncommon for me to find that there is becoming a thread with these types of situations women have been getting into. Why? Because we're all getting older. And so as we age, when we get into our 30s and then into our 40s and then into our 50s, we're finding that our bodies have changed. And I'm experiencing that. And even though I'm on a plant-based, whole food, juicing type of program where I'm, 80% raw, I'm still experiencing those changes. And so because of that, and because I haven't found a good instruction manual that's telling me what's coming next, I'm really interested in this. And the more that I'm researching, the more I'm learning, and the more I'm experimenting, because I'm experiencing some of these same situations that other women are.
So what are you experiencing now? What are you experimenting with?
Well, what I'm experimenting now is because I'm going through menopause. So I'm kind of going through, okay, how come I'm feeling this way? Why is it that I woke up kind of in a different mood than I normally do? And why are my physical symptoms feeling different? And so I'm going through all of that. For one thing, I don't know how to sleep anymore. I used to be able to sleep very well. Now all of a sudden, it's as if I'm wide awake in the middle of the night. And it's just, I can try to get to sleep and I'll sleep. An hour later, I'm wide awake. And so what I'm learning now is, okay, what do I do to try to deal with this insomnia?
So what are you doing? I mean, that seems like an awful problem. You can't go to sleep, but you must be trying everything under the sun.
I have. I really have been. And what we're finding is there are a lot of different reasons why people can have insomnia. Women in particular, maybe stress will do that for them. Maybe they're having irregular hours in which they're actually going to sleep. We had no idea how important it was for people to be able to go to sleep at the same time every single night and to wake up in the same time every single morning. You wouldn't have thought that was so important. But our bodies are very important. It's very important for our bodies to stay on a schedule. So it could be that they've got hormone imbalances, too much stress in their life. Maybe they have adrenal issues. Maybe they have thyroid issues. These are issues that people need to recognize and find out if they have them, because sometimes just being on a plant-based diet completely and all by itself isn't quite enough.
So who knew that you need B6 to have a good night's sleep? Never mind folate, which is B9.
Yeah, who knows that these B vitamins are so important. But these B vitamins, if you don't have enough of them, can hinder not only your sleep patterns, but my goodness, they'll hinder anemia. People get anemia because they have not very good amounts of B vitamins, in particular folic acid.
Interesting. Now, you had a battle with anemia as well. What are some of the things that you have tried?
With anemia, my anemia?
With anemia, yeah.
Well, I did take a look, make sure that my folic acid was, all my B vitamins were appropriate on my blood level, so it doesn't hurt for you to take a blood test and find out exactly what your blood levels are. Another thing that we've done is we've introduced more iron types of foods into my diet. Okay. And so we're doing a lot more leafy greens. I've actually begun taking an iron supplement, but it's not an over-the-counter one. It's from a nutritionist, so it's not something that will hurt my body at all.
Right. So all you can do at this point is just keep experimenting and see what works for you, because everyone's body is going to be a little bit different. And speaking of everyone's bodies, it seems a lot of women have thyroid issues. And this is something you've had to focus on, unfortunately, as well.
It sure has. It has. I kind of wonder sometimes why it is that I'm going through these different issues, because I've had such a strong diet. But what we need to recognize is that stress can play a major role in people's lives. And we've had some incredibly stress-filled issues in our lives in the last 12 months. So because if you don't know how to handle stress, obviously I'm not a very good person at handling stress, it will take its toll on your body. One of the primary places that you'll see it is in thyroid and adrenal glands. And so some women have thyroid issues because they have hormone imbalances. Some women have issues because they don't know how to manage their stress.
So what would you say to someone who's experiencing some of the things you're going through, one or two, or a combination of them? What do they do first? Do they just start experimenting, or what's your advice to them?
Well, this has been a topic that I've been studying exhaustively, primarily because I need it myself. And one of the first things I did is I went and got some tests. I went and got some blood tests. I went and got some saliva tests. I got some urine tests. I want to make sure that I know exactly what my cortisol levels are. I want to know what my adrenal functioning is. I want to make sure that I know what is causing this thyroid issue. Some people have thyroid issues for various different reasons. Some people, their immune system is actually causing the thyroid problem. It's nothing else. So there are different areas that you have to find out. First thing I would do some research. Get your blood levels checked and get your saliva samples and get some urine samples in. Go to a really strong, good quality practitioner who knows how to do not medications, but alternative testings.
So get the test done and get someone who knows how to interpret them. Well, there you have it. Ann, we wish you luck in your journey. And for everyone else who is suffering through the same things Ann does, we encourage you to take her advice, get some alternative help, and just get the test you need to figure out what's going on. For HATV, I'm Scott Laird.